Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Volunteers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you've got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Going up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Give to the back. Runs through a tackle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gator! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Line gets set, 1st down. Smith dropping to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. On the option. The pitch. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it.
He wants to go deep. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown ball!
He's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On the option. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Trucks through the defender. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
1st down, 10 yards to go. Looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. The Gators are rolling down the field.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Going up top. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking for room. It's Barnes. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Forced out of the pocket. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Smith wants to throw. He's going for it all. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 14, Tennessee 7.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. From the gun, the running back has it. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying to get to it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Throws for the tight end. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
The give to the back. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out.
Tennessee, 14.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2 minutes.
He'll take a deep shot here. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
They'll run it from the gun. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Gators. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Tennessee, 14.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
Open runway ahead. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida.
Number 1 with the carry.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Smith wants to throw. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And then pressure. Golfed him, a sack for this defense.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Fakes a grab enough for the first. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Comes out throwing on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10.
Get set.
He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown ball.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. Holds it in on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take another shot here. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak, and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And credit to the offense, sticking with the run, but, man, it's not working. And this defense is not budging, and we've seen them all season. They've been so dominant. I do think it's going to have to come through the air, and you're going to have to turn your quarterback loose, let him rip the football, because this defense is so stout against the run.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T.
He uncorks one deep. Deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Quick completion on the out. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
And the Vols want to move quickly. On the option. He'll toss it. That might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up for the PAT. hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. BYU is just steamrolling its way to victory today. No way the experts saw this coming. A lead that just keeps growing and growing. They're up 14 over the Coyotes. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, the ground game. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Oh, he left him grabbing. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the 1st down. Nice job by the offense.
He's going to pass. It's complete on the right side. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
He looks that one in nicely. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Moving away from pressure. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in '06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the...
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And this defense is smelling blood right now. Like, they know they got him right where they want him. Got him in a third down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
And the returner goes down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. To the ground to try to move the chains. The Gators get enough for the first down.
Tackle is made near the 48-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida 56, Tennessee 35.
And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof. If you get up now, you dang sure going to feel them later.
And now on second down for this offense. From the gun to give, looking for room. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. Looking to throw for it. It's complete to the right. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They're trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
The incompletion brings up a second down. Fast motion from the offense. Leaves it with the back. Just steamrolling his way through. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide out in motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Handoff from the gun. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be fourth down and 3.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth down attempts, they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Pressure coming. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He'll get rid of it. Finds a man in the middle. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost to pick up a first down at the 23.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pulls it in on the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Vols moving quickly to the line. This guy's putting up some numbers today, approaching that Joey Kent, Marcus Nash territory.
He's been unbelievable.
Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Using his feet to buy time. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Motion from the offense. Looking to pass on second down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
The AT unit on the field. Right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Utah State has the lead right now. Logan has been jumping all week. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 13 over the Pandas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
Man, listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. To give as they work on that clock. Open space at the 25. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Still looking, on the move. Throws to the wideout. Rolls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Caught over the middle. It's Clemens. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
He'll throw one to his right. Fires into traffic, picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should...
Time to take a shot. He caught it. Touchdown, Florida. And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. On the run, it's Clemens. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. And he intercepts it. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The ball is out behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Corners are going to bail. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Oh, just left him grasping. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After it'll be a wrap. On second down, he'll fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. Striving for the goal line, loose football. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement, the epilogue, the finishing touch.
And I think some people don't like that. They think it's piling on. But listen, the offense is running the football. They're not throwing it all over the yard. Your job to stop it, even though we might have some fun handshakes at the end of this one.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be up.